everybody. In today's video, we'll be talking about how to play Maytime, which is a piece in the Suzuki Cello School Volume 2. So to start off, we're going to be talking about the very first measure. So as a warm-up, let's play a C major arpeggio using the notes that you find in the very first measure. So we have our C, fourth finger on the G string, E, G, and second finger on A, which is C. Let's play those notes again and make sure that you're really listening for your ringing sound from your open strings. One of the tricky things about Maytime is the slurs and the string crossings that you'll find in the very beginning of that first phrase. So let's talk through how we're going to play it. To begin, make sure that you are starting up bow. So you want your bow in the middle and you're going to go to the left. Alright, so far so good. The next step is to prepare your first finger to move to the D string a little bit early, because you want to make sure that your first finger is on the D string before your bow changes. So a good way to remember this is finger, bow, go. Making sure that your finger, your left hand, is prepared before you move your bow. So let's try those two C's and the next note E. You'll notice that I'm going to pick up my first finger and move it to the D string a little early, almost like I'd be doing a double stop. So something like this. That way you'll be able to get a very nice smooth string crossing. After you get to E, the next part, we have our fourth finger on the D string. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to move our second finger a little bit sooner to the A string. And actually I'm going to move my first finger as well, like I would be doing a double stop. So let's practice starting up bow, G, crossing over very smoothly. This first measure will take a little bit of extra practice. Let's go through it a few times together slowly. You can practice that as many times as you need to. The other thing to know about Maytime is that it's a combination of slurs and hooked bows. So a hooked bow is when you go two or more times in the same direction with a pause. A slur is when you go in the same direction but you don't stop your bow. And Maytime is full of a combination of slurs and hooked bows. In the first phrase, we only have two sets of hooked bows and we have three slurs. So let's play slowly together that first opening phrase. All right, the second phrase is very similar. We have the C major arpeggio. The ending is a little different. We go down to a D from an F. So here's the second phrase, also starting up bow. The next phrase doesn't have quite as many string crossings with slurs. It does have an accidental, so you're going to want to watch out for your F sharp at the end of this third phrase, starting on E, up bow. The fourth and final phrase begins like the first two phrases with another string crossing at the end, which we will practice first. It's a G, A, G. So you'll keep a really good G tunnel with your pinky, and you'll cross to A very smoothly and back to G like this. Let's try that again. So you'll want to watch out for that in measure 15 of the last phrase. Let's play the last phrase slowly together. You probably caught another spot where you want to do a tunnel. That's when you get to your F and you go from A to F back to A. You can keep your second finger down. All right, I think we're ready to try a run through of the whole piece, Maytime, at a slow tempo. Well, I hope that this helps you practice Maytime. My name is Nicole Myers from the Pittsburgh Cello Studio, and make sure you talk to your cello teacher with any questions you might have. Happy practicing.